Hey everyone, welcome to part 5 in the Road to the Batsuit video. And in this video, not only would I be doing a review, but also customizing and weathering these beautiful shoulder pads and biceps for my good buddy Bruce over at Napier's Incorporated. So this video will be breaking down like not only the details that are put into these panels, but also what I use for dry brushing, weathering, and velcroing and whatnot. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Also, if there are any confusing bits you would find later on throughout the video, then that is me taking care of the filming from the previous videos. So let's get straight to it. I'd like to talk about a parcel from my dear friend Bruce over at Napier's Incorporated has arrived, which are the shoulders and biceps that will culminate with the rest of the suit. So first up with the shoulder pads. This is actually casted in polyurethane rubber, and it's backed up with some foam urethane on the inside, just so it still remains shape, and also its flexibility. It is textured in here to look like it's wrapped in fabric, but in reality, it's actually urethane. So I even added a little flintlock buckle on the top there, just to add a bit of detail. And this is basically how it is on my shoulder, and I think I could add some Velcro on the top here so it would sit nicely, but still retain some mobility when I'm doing, let's say, like rising my arms or shoulder rolls and whatnot. So that's it for the shoulder pads. Now for the biceps, he's really did outdone himself when it comes to the biceps, and so it turns out this panel right here is actually polyurethane rubber as well as these little strips right up here. He's even added some leather on the top here so it doesn't scratch your skin while you wear it as much. It's got like a nylon strap right along here. And the padded armor that you see right here is outstanding in my opinion. And I believe it's Cordura fabric, and I believe that the padding right here is urethane. It's solid, like I mean, so for me, I reckon that the guys over at Napier's had outdone themselves this time. And also before, I basically added a little flintlock buckle, just not only to be screen accurate, but also adds a attention to detail like you see in the film. So, and as I was trying on the biceps, I might have to try them on my arms so you can get the full general idea on how this is all going to look. Alrighty. So basically, later on throughout this video, as I was like painting and weathering the sticky bomb launcher, I could do a little quick shot of me dry brushing and weathering these shoulders and biceps. So let's get straight to it. Oh, look at that. making sure I got as little as possible. Just gonna... Now, one of the things I did learn when it comes to rub and buff is that since it's got oil added into it, you might want to let these pieces sit for about a good 24 hours, quite similar to artist oils, which I'm basically going to add to these shoulder pads later on. But so I'm guessing that a good 24 hours will do the trick, even 48 hours, depending on the temperature, but since it's pretty hot at the moment, a good 24 hours will probably do the trick. And now we're going to be moving on to the soiling on the shoulders and biceps, and that will do for them for now, minus the velcroing, which we'll get to later on. Alrighty, so once we got the rub and buff step out of the way, the next step I'm going to have to do on the shoulders is I'm going to be doing some soiling and weathering and whatnot onto the grey sections just by using oil colours. Now, the only reason why I'm suggesting oil colors, because one, it works on a treat and flexes with the urethane. Secondly, it lasts a lot longer as opposed to acrylic paint. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my brush right up on here. Oh, probably wouldn't hurt to break down the brush first. So basically, like I said, just gonna grab the going as little as possible on your brush, and okay, I'm just gonna go trying to certain angles so you can see exactly like what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just gonna, just like I said, doing as little as possible. And alrighty, so now we're gonna do the olive sections that are gonna be emulated onto the shoulder pads, and once we get that step done, minus the velcroing system, the shoulders are ready to go. As little as possible. Yeah, that looks really good. And I'm just gonna go like this and alright, so once we get the shoulder pads all done and dusted, minus the velcroing system, we're going to be taking care of the soiling effects on the biceps, and they'll be ready to go. Hey everyone, Future Cosplay with Arena, just giving you a bit of an update on how exactly I finished off the shoulder pads and how they're going to be attached to the flight suit and whatnot. So basically, what exactly I did here is I basically just lined the I basically just glued on some self-adhering Velcro backed up with some cheap and nasty super glue, and I lined the edges with some Sikaflex. So this is so that the Velcro wouldn't rise up from the amount of times I'm using it. So I guess you could say this is extra insurance. So I'm just gonna go back right up here. Okay, so this is the stuff that I use. This is actually made of urethane, which is actually the same material that the I would say the collar, the chest emblem, and entirely of the armor is made from. So that's that. And another thing I've also just realized about the screen use flight suit, which I guess you could say right up here, is that it's gonna be like a piece of Velcro going along here, which I did know that if you look at the screen use top, it's got more like a piece of nylon strapping that's like sewn on one side here with this bunch of like dangling knobs, which I could say is for flexibility reasons. Because if you look at this behind the scenes still of the mobility test of Patterson wearing the suit, you can actually see that the shoulder pads were like flopping around every time they make a movement, which I could tell straight away is what that single piece of nylon strapping is for. So, bit of an update for all of you, and just checking to see on how everything looks, and liking and how it's looking so far. And there you have it, guys. With a few techniques such as dry brushing, weathering, and Velcroing system, we have finally completed the shoulders and biceps for my Batsuit, for now anyways. I still gotta take care of the Velcroing system, just so that the biceps wouldn't slide down as much for what you see here. But other than that, pretty happy with the end result so far. So on the next part, which will be part 6, would either be fiddling with the gauntlets and finishing up the gloves, or I'll be finishing up the sticky bomb launcher. We'll have to see what happens. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe and comment and like to my YouTube channel. So without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.